Hello and welcome everyone. It is time to enter the Kumite. Remember, this is not a sport. You don't play fight. What's up, fight fans? Today we're joined by Peterson. He has a fight coming up at XKL 55 on February 18th against Landon Kelly. Aaron, thanks for coming in, man. How are you feeling right now leading up to the fight?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. Feeling great.
Nice. So,
sir,
I gotta ask, how long have you been training and what brought you into MMA?
I've been training since I was like 11, 12. I was a big fat kid, so I got picked on a lot. And my brother had been fighting for a long time, and he at that point was already coaching. And so I asked Big Bro if he would bring me into the gym one day, and I never stopped going.
You probably never got picked on again either, so.
No,
It's all.
Sometimes you wish you would. Sometimes you wish you would get picked on, but you don't.
Just want to test my skills.
Right.
So, do you have any specific martial arts that you prefer, or just feel natural to you?
I started off with Muay Thai. So I've been doing Muay Thai about 12 years, and I love doing it, I'll tell you. But I also wrestled in high school, and I've kind of put those two together with the clinch into the wrestling, back into the strikes. So I kind of make those two things into one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you have a pretty extensive background in national, wrestling competitions. So, any notable feats in the wrestling world? I mean, you got a lot of experience.
No, never any placements up at the high tournaments. I never placed at state or anything like that.
So you're not a wrestler, you're a mixed martial artist.
Yes,
who just had a lot of experience wrestling.
Yes, I quit the wrestling team my senior year so that I could start training at Fortis MMA when it first opened.
I was just about to ask, like, where are you training and what you think your teams bring to the table, but you're at Fortis, so
yes, sir. So you already
big
know.
Dogs.
Yeah, so you can see why a high school wrestling program probably, I could tell if I'll just go with Big Bro over here and get all the experience I need.
Yeah. Oh man, you got some great names and great experience in your corner. So let me see here. We got a lot to scroll to. So so when you're in there, do you view this as a war and your opponent is your enemy, or do you have more of the mentality that this is a sport and this is a, I wouldn't say friendly competition, but more of a competition? What mindset do you have to put yourself in there to lock yourself in the cage with one other person and throw down?
I look at it kind of like skydiving. I'm what you would call an adrenaline junkie, and when you go in there, it's not so much of a war, but it's an experience, and you really got to enjoy that, or it'll just pass you by like like a fleeting wind. So I look at it like a fun experience, and I go in there and I forget about all my problems in the world. You know what I mean? When you're in that cage, you're locked in there and there's nothing on the other side of it. You know what I mean? So it's so cathartic for me to be able to let go of all my worries and just go in there and be in that moment.
Yeah, definitely got to be a different kind of person to hop in the cage and be excited for it. So I like it, man. I like the mentality. Adrenaline junkie. So you get a kick out of it. All your problems kind of fall away. Yeah, no, I like it. So we have a saying here at Enter the Kumite: this is not a sport. You don't play fight. What are your thoughts on that? Do you view MMA as a sport, or do you see it as something more than that?
It is a sport. It's a combat sport by definition. Mm-hmm. But you're right. You can't play it. That's a great question, because it is by definition a sport, but it's unlike any other.
It's kind of human in a way,
We slang bones. We're not throwing balls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can play baseball, you can play basketball. Never heard someone say they play fight.
People get rooted out real easy.
Mm-hmm. So was there anyone specifically that inspired you to become a fighter? Was there someone you saw as a young man and thought, like, I can do that, or I want to do that?
My big bro, definitely. Steven Ocho Peterson kind of showed me the way. ever since I was a kid. I saw what he was doing, and I watched him go along that path. And I said, that's the yellow brick road. I mean, he started where I started, and he's in the UFC now. So I mean, if he can do it, I can do it, right? We're got the same genetics.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's something I see for, for different countries and things like that. When someone does it, all those children that look up to them growing up, and all those other people from that country are like, oh, we can do it. We can be a champion. Like, I'm gonna go do it. I have no excuse now. It just shows that hard work and dedication are really and the right kind of mentality and mindset is really all it takes. The rest is just excuses. So, I like to ask in all of my interviews is one particular question, because I feel like it says a lot about someone without having to ask too many questions. Why fighting, man? Why'd you choose a path that's, it really challenges the limits of your spirits and your self-confidence? Like what made you want to pursue that route? Because it's a tough one.
I really never saw myself doing anything else. I tell you, I hate being stagnant. I thrive with change. And so this is something where, I can go through seasons and, there's always something different to focus on. There's always something to improve on. And I love the ever-changing nature of what I do. And I love that in the future, it'll give me opportunities to travel all over the world. That's another big reason why I do it, because I never just want to stay in one place. I want to be able to go all over the world, and fighting is an avenue that will take me there.
Yeah. And so, some people say they feel bad for people who have to go in the cage and fight to earn their living. It's like, they feel bad for you. Like,
right.
They get to train every day, go all these crazy places. And, then they get to go in there and do what they love. And, they have a lot of time to themselves. They might not be able to eat and, indulge themselves like a lot of people do, but, they definitely don't want to be stuck in that 9-to-5 rat race that, a lot of people have to. Yeah.
I agree.
So I got to ask, man, where are you going? Where do you see yourself being in the next 5 to 10 years? And if you could choose any MMA organization to be a part of, what would it be?
God, that's a stupid question. You already know.
You're going to the UFC.
I'm going to the UFC, baby. Hopefully this will be my last amateur fight. I can't speak to what my coaches are gonna say after. It just depends on my performance, of course. But hopefully go pro after this one, and then I as long as I go continue to be undefeated in my pro career, I don't see why I couldn't get to the UFC in the next 5 years.
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen some footage on you, and yeah, you're putting things together. You got to stand up with that like strong wrestling foundation. So
yeah, I need more fights. Just need a lot more fights.
Yeah. Does that 1 million from the PFL sound good though? Is that tempting at all?
It is tempting, but I really just like the name of the UFC. That's the the world organization. That's the Olympics, of MMA.
Yeah, and whoever, for the most part, like they've really maintained their status of, whoever is the UFC champion.
Yeah, they're the Premier League.
Yes, yeah. So
I wouldn't mind hitting a PFL along the way though.
I mean, right. I mean, because the PFL is really gives that platform to be like, you can be a quote unquote nobody, and within one tournament, one season, you can put your name on the map. They're like, holy cow, who is this guy, Aaron Peterson, that just came in and was just wrecking shop and just earned the belt in 1 year, So do you have any shout outs you want to make, or do you have anything you want to say to the people tuning into your fight?
I just want to say, check out Ocho TV. That's a great YouTube channel. My brother's put together for a lot of his old content to finally put out there that he's been recording over all these years. And then also he's got a documentary series coming out on there that's going to follow myself and all of his other students. So it shows kind of the behind the scenes of what it is to be a coach. I'd also like to shout out MGMT Hazel Management Security Solutions, and Fit House Cafe Rowlett.
Nice, man. Well, hey, it was nice getting to sit down and talk with you and get to learn more about you. I definitely think you got what it takes. Like I watched some of your footage. I mean, even wrestling, you were a good wrestler. So, thank you for taking the time to sit with us. Definitely looking forward to watching you fight. I'm going to be there. XKO 55 on February 18th. Aaron Peterson versus Landon Kelly. Aaron
I
Peters,
look forward to seeing you there, man.
Yeah, no, we'll be cage side. We're gonna be
Nice.
snapping some pictures and we'll be doing videos.
Fist bump through the cage.
Yeah. And the 3 most exciting fights, we're gonna be doing a full-on analysis, and a breakdown, really accentuating and highlighting, the high-level things that you guys do in there that some people don't see on the surface. So Aaron Peterson, ladies and gentlemen, make sure not to miss out. XKO 55, February 18th, coming up against Landon Kelly. Remember, guys, this is not a sport. You don't play fight.